everybody. This is Keith Gleason from Indie Comics Relay, back with another review. Before we get into the review, I want to remind you this is the last week for the Mighty Mascots Indiegogo campaign. We'll be shutting it down on Friday, just so that we could start shipping some of the perks available, like the early books and the giant issue, things like that. And we want to just make sure that, no more stretch goals are met and things like that, so that we don't have to double ship things. So that's why we're shutting it down. So if you don't get it through the Indiegogo, you should be able to get it from Alterna probably in the next year or so. Anyways, and also check out Johnny's Surrounded by Death free preview on Global Comics digital format. It's up there for a short time period, and you can check it out for free. All right, let's get to this week's review. This week I'm reviewing a book called Whitaker, Knox. It's by a company called Nerd to Third Creative, and it's written by Randall Rosell, art by Silvio DB, and lettering by also Randall Rosell. This was a very cool book. It's basically a gritty detective story mixed with supernatural and science fiction elements in it. The story is about this detective called Whitaker Knox, who seems to have the ability to talk to dead people. And also, he looks like he has some kind of arcane ability as well. But basically, he is called to investigate this apartment house where they find 5 bodies. And the bodies are all these grotesque looking things. And then one of the bodies he ends up finding is actually himself. And that's kind of how the story begins. So they create kind of a mystery right around this like horror kind of setting, I gotta say it was really good. I enjoyed the story. I thought it's supposed to be a 4-issue mini from what I can tell from their Kickstarter page. And as far as the first issue goes, I thought it was really strong. You got a good sense of the character and a good story beat to kind of suck you in. Really good. I also got to say the artwork by Silvio DB was really good. I'm not used to seeing really great artwork like this on indie books, so congrats. I thought that artwork was excellent. And it really fit the tone of the story that's being told. It had a horror, kind of macabre kind of look to it, which is really cool. And what else do I want to say about the art? It's just very it was drawn well. The storytelling was really good with the panels. Definitely good stuff. I looked on their website just to see, if I could find out more about this, and not really much. I mean, on their Kickstarter, they talked about how it's a 4-issue mini. They got the second issue coming. I think they said sometime in 2021 they're gonna do the second issue. But I highly recommend this for if you're a real indie comics fan, especially if you like horror mixed with science fiction and arcane kind of stuff. They on their Kickstarter page, they mention that the tone is sort of like Hellraiser meets Doctor Who, and I could say I can kind of see that. Especially with the Whitaker Knox character, he seems to be kind of like a little bit eccentric, eccentric detective type. But yeah, I'm curious to see where it's going. So I may be backing the second issue Kickstarter when it comes around. I'll put a link in the description to their website where you can purchase this, but I would recommend it. It's a very good indie book. It's better than some of the stuff I'm seeing from Dark Horse and Image and all these other indie companies. So definitely check it out, especially if you're a horror fan. So that's it for this week's review. We'll be back next week with another live stream and possibly another bonus episode this coming weekend. We were talking about doing like a Halloween themed kind of episode with some of the creators from Alterna and just talking about Halloween memories and things like that. So if you're around, definitely check us out. And then, as always, subscribe to the channel because that always just helps us grow and reach more people and spread the love of indie comics. So that's it, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.